Hello, everyone. I'm going to do some listing tonight. If anybody wants to come in and let's hang out and do some work, that's fine. If you just want to come in and chat, we'll listen to you talk. I'll listen to you talk. I have got to get some stuff done. So it's up to you. I hope everybody's had a good Saturday. Hope everybody's had a good Saturday. It's raining down here in Charlotte. And kind of night temperature's been nice. We've had our windows open in the house until it started raining. So anyway, hey Beth, mute thyself. Beth, you want to come in for a little bit? We're just I'm working. I think Tara's going to show up in a little bit. Hey, Parloni. Oh my God. That's fine. There's the link. Oh, God. Okay, that's fine. Just be that way and don't share your loveliness with everybody.
A day I've had, you don't want to see me.
How was your trip?
It was fun. It was very frustrating in the car, though. My dad kept hitting curbs and esplanades, and it was very scary. I drove as much as possible. I think his eyesight or his depth perception may be going. My mother got stopped by a cop. And that was in Illinois, and he was very angry at her because she wouldn't pull over. And she's like, I don't want to pull over. He's not chasing me. I didn't do anything wrong. And she just kept driving. And I said, Mom, you need to pull over. And she's like, but he's not chasing me. When he pulled her over, he was pissed off. He's like, ma'am, you pull over when a cop, gets behind you. And she was doing 55 miles an hour in a work zone. And, but, that was like 3 miles back. Like, she's like, I'm driving fine, So she couldn't understand why he was trying to pull her over. But he didn't give her a ticket. I was surprised because he was really pissed off.
I imagine that. Well,
they see the Texas license plates, and that could have been a factor as well.
Yeah.
Because before he came up to the window, she's like, all these other cars, they're just whizzing by. They're going faster than me, But that was because it was 3 miles back.
Oh Lord.
And I don't know if you saw on my Instagram, I took a photo of them in the exact same spot that they got married at 59 years ago. We went to the church and I made them stand up by the altar and hold hands like they were getting married. And my dad was in his shorts. It was fun. And we met the minister there, and she was all excited because she and my mom talked about, like different people and what the church was like back then, how it had changed the insides and the outer. And it was really fun.
Cool. Hey, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
I'm doing some work. Beth doesn't have her hair done. She don't have her makeup on. She just
I've been
had a
listening.
rough day, so she's not on camera.
I'm having a little sippy here of something good. And I am actually ending and selling similar on some of my items right now.
Cool.
Because I've been listing all day long. Well, I did take a 2-hour nap.
There's Tara.
Hey, Tara.
If I can get her pulled in.
On backstage.
There she is.
Carol, are you gonna come on?
She's there. She just don't have her camera on.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I took a shower. My hair's wet. I look like a drowned rat. Anyway.
Look at all this goodness here.
I know, but your hair ain't all wet and hanging down.
Oh, Lord.
You'll only get to see Tom's pretty face tonight.
Yeah, you
Hey,
can
Craig.
enjoy it. Hey, Carol. Hi, everybody.
God, I hate this mouse. I'm going to have to throw it in the yard yet. Hey, Craig. We're doing some, I'm doing some work. I hear Tara clicking away.
Yeah, I'm listing. I went to an auction Thursday night and Friday night, and I gotta get this stuff out of the house.
Tom, maybe Tara and I should have an angry typing contest. Who could type the loudest? Because you always get on to me.
I got this keyboard. It's one of these gaming keyboards, and I like it because it lights up purple, but it is very clacky sounding.
Craig, there's the link if you want to come in. So anyway, so you've been buying some good stuff at the
I try to, at least.
At your sales?
I try to.
Good job.
I got that Margaritaville machine.
I know, I like that.
That thing's cool. I had one that was a single pitcher, and I was gonna keep it, and me and Jim are gonna do margaritas. And then he quit drinking, and we never did use it. So I'm like, well, I might as well sell it. And then I got this one at auction. This is the bigger 3-pitcher one. It's cool.
That's cool, Craig. So how's your sales been?
Oh, they're pretty good today.
Mine haven't been anything to brag about, really. And I've had a nutty customer on Poshmark I've been dealing with.
Uh-oh.
Well, I keep getting an email from this text message from this girl who wants to, she'll pay me at the first of the month if I'll go ahead and accept her offer. Now, was like about every 2 weeks. First of all, it was the 1st of October, and now it's the 1st of November. And I keep telling her, make me an offer for that amount when she has the money, and I'll accept it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to accept it, and it'd be sitting there for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Get off the market. I mean, if she wants to buy it on the 1st, it's 4 days away. Just when you have the money, buy it on the 1st.
Yeah. And like I said, I'll make me the offer, and I'll accept it because her offers I'll take. I'm just getting, you know what? I'm getting old and cantankerous and bitchy about everything.
We have this really cheap like men's shaver, like cordless razor for your face.
Right.
Anyway, so and it's cheap. It's like a $10 razor with paid shipping. I mean, this would be like the third message he sent me that's like 5 paragraphs long about why it's not worth dollars, and he wants to pay $6 free shipping for it, blah blah blah. And I just ignore them, and they'll send me a message. Did you read my long message? I'm thinking to myself, no, dude. And if you only want to pay $6, I might as well just take it, throw it in the garbage can, and throw it away because it's not worth me shipping it and having free shipping on it for you to give me $6. I'll just throw it away. I mean, honestly.
What are the comps on it?
It's a $9.99.
Oh, okay.
Electric razor that came in with a lot of other stuff, and I just threw it out there. Figure, well, if it goes, it goes. I think it goes first class, so it's got like probably $3 worth of shipping on it. But don't offer me six. If he'd offered me $6 or $7 paid shipping, I probably would have taken it. But don't give me $6 free shipping. It isn't worth my time or my packaging to do it. I'm old and cantankerous too.
I just need my oil well to hit. Oh, here's Nikki. I just need my oil well to strike oil so I can not have to put out people.
Well, come move over here to Kentucky. They got all those oil wells over there by Adair County and that. Maybe you could buy a piece of land with some oil on it.
Well, this lady on Poshmark wanted me to hold like 5 or 6 items. I don't even know how you hold an item unless you just take them, put them on deactivate. Well, why would I want to do that when I can keep it out there for other people to?
Yeah, and somebody else might come along and buy it.
I told her no. I said if they're still there when you get paid on Friday, then you can make me an offer. And on Poshmark, the more things you put in your bundle, the more of a discount I get. So I think she had 5 or 6. Well, then on Friday comes and she gets paid. She takes 3 of the freaking items out of the bundle, So then she offered something so low, and I'm like, well, sorry, I'm not taking that. And then she got all pissed off, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you're the one that wanted me to hold all this stuff. Now you're taking it out of the bundle. I'm sorry. So she just be as whatever. I don't know if you can block people like that or not, because I'd like to remember her if she ever comes back to my store.
Can you block buyers on?
I don't know. I need to find that out because I really don't want to deal with her anymore. Again,
yeah, I've never been on Poshmark, honestly.
Okay, Nikki, are you on here? Oh, I thought you said Nikki came on.
She is, but she's muted.
Okay, Nikki might know because she's on Poshmark.
Yeah.
I never block anybody on Poshmark, so I'm sure there's a way.
Hi, Pernini. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not.
Pernini is formerly Lynn B. If you ever talked to Lynn.
I don't know. I don't remember that, but I haven't been around a lot, and I haven't been watching much YouTube. So sometimes there's like new people that I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, or people you changed your name on me. I was like, who's Reseller Rowboat? So I'm way behind.
Yeah, I know. I had somebody today. I went in there live, and she knows me. We talk on Messenger a lot, and she kept calling me Reseller Robot and welcoming me to her channel. And I said, it's me, Beth. You know who I am. And she's just like, it freaked her out. She didn't, I don't know.
Hey, Craig.
How are you?
Hey, Craig.
How are you?
All right.
Everybody had a good day?
Yeah, pretty good day.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I don't know, Beth. I was listening. I'm sorry. I was trying to change my avatar, but I don't know if you can block buyers or not on Poshmark. But I'll go look.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out.
Nikki, you back at the house?
Huh?
You back at the house?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been at our house a long time.
Did you have a good time?
No, I think he's talking about just tonight, Nikki, not in general.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about since you went to the
yeah,
house
have a good
today.
time tonight. I always have a good time with him. No, I'm not back at my house tonight yet. I'm waiting for Amanda's got her truck, so I'm waiting for my truck.
Did it already sell? I listed it like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. All right, good.
What's that?
It's a jewelry catalog. I bought it at the auction the other night, and one sold like in August for like, I don't know, $21. So I'm like, well, it's got some wear. I just put it up, buy it now. $19.99 paid shipping, and it sold like 10 minutes later. I probably should put it at auction, I guess. Oh well.
Well, you got a few dollars.
Yeah, I mean, I maybe have $1 in. I don't even think I have $1 in it. I think it came in a box with other stuff, and I'm like, oh, that book looks slightly interesting. So.
I had a really cool message from a buyer today from Mercari. I had sold this little Bao panda from the Smithsonian Institution, and he wrote me. His name was Dennis, and he said he was so thankful that I had it. He used to be the FedEx driver that used to take the pandas from the zoo to the airport to take them to China.
Oh, wow.
And Bao was one of the pandas that he transported, and he's been collecting all these pandas for a while. And that was the one he didn't have.
Oh, that's really neat.
So that made me feel really happy.
I have your answer, Beth.
Okay.
Yes, you can block people on the platform. Do you use the app or on the web?
Okay, great. I think maybe in my past I may have done that to someone.
Yeah, but it has two different directions. Well, it looks like the same thing. Go to their profile. Go to their profile. Click on the button with the silhouette and arrow. From here, you can click block user button, which will automatically unfollow you from this person and vice versa.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I have maybe done that.
And it said if you block them, then if they can't see, they'll not be able to follow you, like, comment, make an offer, share, or purchase any of your listings. And also, if they try to with any of your listings, they will be notified that they've been blocked.
All right, she's
done.
It's
not a secret. It won't be a secret that you blocked them. They will be notified that you blocked them.
Oh, do I want to do that?
I don't know. Depends who it is. I mean, like, if you were blocking me and didn't want me to be offended because you're my friend, but I'm annoying you, then you probably wouldn't want to. But if it's somebody you don't know, I guess who cares, right?
Okay.
So
here's one. I've got a comment. My husband loves this ring. Would you be willing to hear an offer? Nothing crazy. I don't know what that means. Sure. I mean, that's why it's up there. Yeah. I don't get this app sometimes. I don't know.
I know. Why don't people just make an offer?
Are you coming back tomorrow night?
Yeah.
I understand why people have to ask if they can make an offer. Just make a damn offer.
I don't either.
So tomorrow night.
Be careful, it's raining. Sorry, guys.
Hi, Craig.
What's up?
Just dropped my arthritis glove in the dog's water. Well, I had 2 stuffed shrimp left I couldn't eat. Well, I had 3 left that I couldn't eat. Well, I just ate one because I'm like, oh God, they're so good. But my tummy's so full. I'm like, no, don't eat the other 2. Just leave them.
slightly bigger.
You don't need to eat them.
Okay.
So that might be the whole number of the side. That 45 with the additional numbers behind it is decimals.
Oh, okay.
Because 0.45 inches is the diameter of the barrel. The bullet, any bullet, is always slightly bigger than the barrel.
Okay.
Because when you fire it, the bullet compresses to go into the rifling. So the bullet has to be bigger than the barrel, or else the rifling won't.
Okay.
That was quite the sale they had today, boy. It was
Or
a lot of good stuff.
or something.
If I would have had some money and a place to put it, there was some stuff I would have bid on.
Huh?
I said there was some stuff I would have bid on. I'd like to have had that 21-inch engine room telegraph.
Yeah.
Oh, those are cool.
I would like to have that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, who would?
there was a couple other maritime things that I would like to have had.
Now, there's a lot of neat stuff there. I was like, oh man, I wish I had deeper pockets.
Well, that auction's for the high-end collector. You know, they really sit there as a reseller and make a lot of money because it has so much good stuff. The high-end collector is all going to be out there.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it was.
Did stuff go for crazy prices?
Well, probably.
I would like to buy a lot of stuff just to collect, but
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the prices that it was going for. I mean, yeah, there's no way I could have bought stuff to just collect. I mean, I probably could have, but I just, you know, I always feel like I could just do something else with that money, you know.
Oh, Nikki, they had that big auction up in Duluth. It was like all like,
If they're gutted, a lot of times you go for around $200.
oh yeah, if they're gutted.
Yeah.
But they still have the lever and
It's
the.
like a lever.
Where are you finding these engine room controls for $200?
There was a guy who, when we were looking at, he said they run about $200 over at that museum in
Oh.
Duluth.
And he had people from New York flew in, North Carolina. There was somebody from somewhere else out east. I don't remember where it was, but yeah, he had a lot of people fly in. And
One
yeah,
is,
it was cool.
you know, used condition, that's gutted. They usually go about $200.
Okay.
But this is only part one of this guy's lifetime collection.
Wow.
Oh.
And that
Is
was
he still
500
alive?
items. And they got enough for another auction of this kind of stuff.
Did your dad buy anything?
He bought 3 things.
I figured
a
you'd
big
walk
brass-
out of it with something.
Yeah. He got a big brass valve. This yellow dog thing is a little I don't know how to explain it, but it looks like a little teapot like kind of thing. But anyways, and then he got some kind of, I can't remember what the name of it is. It starts with a P, but it's some kind of what the hell is it called? I can't remember, but it starts with a P and it's some kind of meter. I don't remember, but anyways.
Cool.
He knew what it was, so he was happy.
That's all
Oh god, dude. He was there last night looking at the
P-meter?
stuff. Huh?
It was a P meter.
Yeah, P meter. Anyways, he was in there last night. Now, anybody who doesn't know us, my dad is really into steam. He has a steam engine of his own. He's into trains, that kind of stuff. And this was all railroad and ship memorabilia. I mean, like pieces of ships and trains and stuff like that. And signs and paintings and all kinds of stuff. Well, anyways, my dad looked at the stuff last night. Well, then when he walked in and this morning, I mean, his face, he was so dang excited. I could have swore he had a spring in his step. And it was just like, I mean, he just walked in like a kid walks into a toy store, you know, or a candy store. He was just like,
You need to ask him about if you need to find him a one of those mobility scooters that the engine's bad on it, and let him and Gary need to put a steam engine on it before the season starts. Hello, Lothar. Hey, Maggie. Anybody
Hi,
else? Karen's at the beach.
Didn't Carol come in?
Yeah, Carol's in here.
Hey, Carol.
Oh, where did Beth go?
I'm here.
Beth's still here.
They don't. Craig and I are the only ones comfortable with our looks tonight that we'll have our camera.
I don't see Carol.
Oh, she's not in the chat. She's in the. I mean,
She was
she's
in here though, didn't she?
I don't know.
No.
She was.
Oh,
Hey,
I saw her on
Mike.
the screen.
What's up, Mike?
Please, honey, I'm trying to work tonight. I haven't done this crap done all week long.
Oh my God, I'm fucking hind tit on money this week, boy. Oofta.
I'm sorry, you do what?
Gosh, I didn't know what. Say that again.
I said I'm sucking hind tit on money this week.
Okay, because man, that sounded really risque there. Of course, I've had something, so
That's a country saying there.
okay.
You might be a redneck if.
You know what that means.
Yeah, I should have listed today or something, but I didn't. I've been lazy all week. I haven't done nothing. I made 2 sales yesterday, but then nothing today.
Oh, I have an announcement, Tom.
Go ahead.
I may not should be able to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
Chick Picker and I are doing a project. We are revamping our inventory rooms together at the same time. So she's going to come on my show Monday night, and we're going to talk about what we're doing. We're doing basically the same thing, but we're going about it in a different way, if that makes sense. And so it's real exciting. We've been talking all week about it, and I'm excited for her, and she's excited for me. So
that'll be fun.
Hopefully save my back and help my arthritis. And so
the only problem is getting it done.
yeah, well, but we have each other, so we're really trying to just keep each other going on it. It's not too bad when I'm excited about something, I'll do it, but
yeah,
it's when I'm not excited. It's going to help me so much. My back has just been really bothering me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So, and my arthritis. So, and you know what that's like in your hands. I drop everything.
That tends to happen.
Do you drop a lot of stuff, Nikki?
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, when it first started, I was afraid maybe I was getting like MS or something, because I have a couple of friends with MS, and they said that that was like one of the first things that happened is they would drop in things.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what it is. So
yeah,
I've just lost the strength, So I really avoid picking anything up with one hand if it's glass or, anything like that. Sometimes I don't pick it up at all.
So Lothar had a question. Did anybody see that question for anyone who's selling? Does he say owl lamps or is he saying oil lamps?
I don't know. I was listing. Where's the question?
It says question for anyone who's selling any owl lamps from the 80s and early 90s. I might be interested.
Oh, is he talking about like those chalkware electric owl lamps?
Right.
The owl that sits on the 3 owls that are on the stump. Those used to do really good. I don't know I think they went down in value. If I buy them, Jim complains so much about shipping them that I don't usually bring them home.
Hi, everybody in the chat. I see everybody saying hi to us.
I got this out of a bunch of crap. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's a clock face made out of a Craftsman. Well, it's not a real Craftsman saw blade. It's a fake one. But it's got, Sears and Roebuck.
Mm.
No clock.
Now, see, I would chop my hand off with that. because I would drop that.
Well, you know what? I've had a bad week of dropping stuff. I have dropped 2 coffee cups, a glass, the lid off of our crock pot, and boy, I heard about that.
Did you break it?
Into a bazillion pieces.
Oh boy.
Did you
So you
count?
guys had to wear shoes for a week?
No, I got down with a broom and moved all the furniture and swept everything out, and then I mopped to make sure I got everything up.
Tom, you know my beautiful mom that you met?
Uh-huh.
She
The one with
almost
the speeding ticket?
huh?
The one that got the speeding ticket
Yeah.
for failing to stop for the cop?
She almost cut her finger off the other day.
Ooh.
Boy.
She did a really dumb thing, which is, I guess, showing her age because she's cooked her whole life since she was 13. She stuck her finger in a blender to get a piece of broccoli out,
Oh my god.
and she accidentally leaned on the on button.
Oh my god.
And being the nurse that she is, she's like, "Oh, I'll be okay." So she didn't even go to the ER. Boy, by the next day, she was regretting it.
Yeah.
By the time she got to urgent care, they said it was too late for stitches, but that she was very lucky she didn't lose her finger.
Oh.
But,
Yes.
Oh boy.
and so she proceeds to tell everyone this during my luncheon that I was giving on Saturday. While everybody's sitting around eating, she's showing everybody what she did.
Oh God.
Telling everybody. This is my family.
Yeah.
Tom got to meet her, he knows.
She seems to be a sweet lady for a person that likes to defy the law. If I ever see her again, I'm gonna ask her what those blue flashing blue lights mean behind her.
And she got one of these new cars that she just got it 2 months ago. So like if you just even get over the lane, the whole like steering wheel shakes, you know. And I'd lay in the back seat trying to go to sleep, and every once in a while the whole car was just going. I'm like, what the heck? And it's because she was getting too close to the, or she was switching lanes without signaling, and when you do that, it shakes.
Oh.
And it's a miracle we made it there and back. It really is.
It's a warning that you're switching lanes.
Oh,
When you're dripping.
I thought she meant like they were hitting the rumble strip. Oh, okay.
No, it's the car. The car does that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I don't. Yeah, it's a warning. She said. We don't drive automobiles that modern. So.
Yeah, it's like a month old. It's
Change lanes.
Honda CRV, I think. And I mean, part of it I like. It's really cool. Like if somebody's in your blind spot, the thing lights up on the mirror. I like that. And I also like the cruise control. If you get too close to a car on cruise control or they slow down, it automatically slows your car down. And then when they switch to another lane, then your car speeds up automatically. I like that. But I didn't really like this shaking of the steering wheel thing.
Yeah.
What gets me about the new cars is the vehicles that when you pull up to a stop, it turns off, and then when you take your foot off the brake, it cranks back up. We rented a Jeep Grand Cherokee that had that on there, and I always was afraid that the damn thing wasn't going to crank back up.
And then it's got this other feature, like the dashboard thing where the radio is. It's got like 1,000 different icons on there. And my dad, he's like, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look like it did. So he's over there trying to punch it to try to get it back. And I'm like, does it really matter, Dad? Does it really matter that you have it the way it was? Can you wait till you stop at a restaurant and then fix it? And he just punched. I can't figure out how to get it back. I can't figure out how to get it back. I was like, who cares?
Old men, we like things a certain way.
I wouldn't know yet.
Hi, Valerie. Come on. You don't have to show your face. I'm not showing my face.
Yeah.
Valerie with an E, Hickory Springs. My sister from another mister.
That must have been a popular name that year everybody was born.
Oh my God, my wife is yelling at the ball game. I gotta go find out what we do.
I didn't even check the schedule.
Just hit a grand slam.
Who's playing?
God, are you serious? Houston is playing in the World Series right now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't even know they still had the World Series.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Ross has tickets and he won't give me any this time. But that's okay.
I'm sorry. I find baseball is unless you're watching little kids play, is one of the most boring sports to watch. I just can't take it. My ADD kicks in.
Not when Bregman hits a grand slam. Well, I'm not in there watching it because I can't stand listening to her yell at the screen and the umpires and the players. But I could hear her screaming in there. It was a good scream, so that's why I went in there.
I cannot find my tape measure. I can't find the damn ruler.
You need to do it right here. Put it around your neck like I do. Oh, you can't see
I
it.
usually do, but I can't find it. Roxy is probably hauled it off somewhere.
Okay, Valerie, I love you, girl, but no. And no.
And the Nationals would be
Washington Nationals.
DC.
yes.
Okay.
Not Washington State.
Carol just dropped a video with an unboxing, and she's unboxing Jim's sister makes these handmade soaps, and she bought some off of her, and she did an unboxing video about it.
Cool. Roxy, you're going to really do that all night, honey. I bought these.
Well, come on the panel, Carol.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have your camera on. Drop a link for Carol. Because she's not on Facebook, Tom. I think you'll have to do it in the chat.
Okay. Well,
Hickory Springs, are you staying up late tonight? Because you might get a call from me.
I'm trying to get there. There you go, Carol.
Did I hear that, like, Dwayne's last auction is going to be in December? Is he going to quit it?
What's that all about?
I don't know.
I didn't even know about it. I just saw, like, some blurb about it somewhere else.
Yeah, they were talking about it on someone's channel a little while ago.
Yeah. I think on Tommy's channel.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't know why.
Hey, Carol.
It is a lot.
What's he going to do instead? I mean.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Carol.
I don't know. Oh, I didn't watch the auction show. I was taking pictures at the time. Or I didn't even have it on.
Carol, I don't know that I've been on a panel with you. I don't remember.
Aren't you lucky?
I listen to you all the time, but I don't know that I've ever been on a panel.
How did the coffee soap turn out, Carol?
Good. They look gorgeous. You'll see it on the video. And I have to say that she packs. I know where the shipping comes in. She packs just as good as Jim does. Oh my God. It must run in the family because I remember when you were on Dwayne's auction, Jim said something. It was like the best shipped items I've ever seen.
So are you selling these soaps, Carol?
No, I bought them.
Oh, you bought them.
Yeah, from Tara's sister-in-law. She makes
Okay.
these homemade soaps.
Oh.
Oh my God.
She just
haven't
started
used them yet.
doing. She just started doing YouTube videos, like just very recently. So whenever I did that last haul video, I said, "Oh, let's just do a little commercial for Jim's sister because she's got like 20 subs." So I thought, well, if I could get her some subs. So Carol was nice enough; she went over and subbed to her and went and purchased some soap from her. Her
Yeah,
and Phil Strip. Yeah.
Yeah, the soaps look awesome. I haven't used them yet, but it's almost like too nice to use, you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's like I want to admire them for a little bit.
She well, Nikki got some, but she'll like send you some of these. They look like a cake, like you sliced a cake with the frosting and everything on top
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
what I have. That's what I got.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, I got some. Yeah, you'll see it on the video. I got one that.
I watched the video. I just saw it popped up in my notification.
Yeah, I did it yesterday, and I didn't download it because I've been actually doing work today.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. But I had it, and I'm like, I gotta download it.
Oh, I love my soap she sent me. They're so pretty. I gotta order some more. They're so pretty. It smells so nice.
I know. I want to use it, but I don't want
channel, Nikki?
What?
Did you sub to her YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm trying to get her some subs.
Well, I put the link on my chat. Not that I haven't really done that many videos, so my
I'm gonna drop the link in Tom's live here because he won't care.
No, he won't care. I put it in my video, but my views are not as high as they used to be because I haven't been putting out any videos. So
yeah.
But I put a link anyway, so maybe people will sub to her or at least check it out anyway. Because she's doing videos, she talks about how she does stuff, and she's doing some like facial mask or something.
Down here.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what the hell happened to them.
What's going on, Tom?
My tape measures.
You said you were gonna take
Go into a sewing department at Walmart and buy at least 4.
You're like Jim with the tape gun.
Huh.
I do it with everything.
Carol, do you know why Dwayne is quitting his auction show?
Why?
Well, I don't know.
We're asking you.
Oh, I thought I thought you knew. I'm like, no, I didn't. I just heard it tonight. I'm gonna have to text him. I don't know why. Maybe he's just tired of doing it. And there's a lot of auction shows out there.
Yeah.
So maybe he figures,
There is a lot of them now.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
well,
but
I've
none of
talked to him, but not talked to him on like a we used to do the private hangouts after the auctions, but we haven't done that in a long time because just
maybe
life, I guess. So I haven't really. I mean, I've talked to him a couple times on. He goes on Roland Picker's daughter's channel sometimes, and we talk on there. But I didn't even know. So I'm gonna have to contact him and find out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, though. I mean, it's every Saturday. I mean,
they put a lot of work into that.
Yeah.
But they get the views good for it. I mean, the other auctions that people have, I don't think any of them get the views like.
No, Donatella does.
Oh, does she?
Donatella gets a lot of people watching.
Oh, the guy.
And she's doing it every day, isn't she? Or every night?
Is
Just
she?
about.
Just about.
Oh.
Oh, because I saw her last night. She was on.
Yeah, it's just about every day or every night.
Oh, I didn't know she went every day. Oh.
That
Maybe
guy
because not enough people are coming on to auction their stuff either.
Gets a lot of viewers too.
Because if you keep getting the same people over and over again, that gets a little annoying too. I mean,
Yeah, he might. Who knows? I mean, he might get back to it. Who knows? Karen's at the beach. Just sub to Frilly B.
Oh, thank you,
good.
Karen.
Hi, Karen. Yeah.
Karen, if I did a video, if you want to see the soaps.
She makes such beautiful soap, and they smell so good. Oh my God, they smell so good.
She has one that has patchouli, which I wouldn't like that smell. That's the only smell I wouldn't like, but that's
Yeah, I
kind of
don't like that smell either.
I don't like the smell of patchouli. I just don't like it.
I don't either.
Roberta likes to watch Roberta likes to watch. There's some girl that makes soaps, and she does it, on her YouTube channel. And it's amazing that they come out looking like they do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing the way they come out. The way she kind of like just pours stuff in there and it cuts it up into bars and whatnot.
She does this. She does like this felt wrap soap, and she has like these ones that she does with like this Paleolithic horse. I mean, she's an artist. She used to do oil painting for that, but I mean, it's a very good depiction of a picture.
Yeah, she did a video on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she was doing stuff like people were having it like if you're getting married, like sometimes when they give away like little things to like the guests or whatever, they were doing like soap bars with like, and then they'd be like printed or carved, the wedding date stuff. And then she was doing like some business card stuff where it was in the soap,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a good idea. Yeah, she's so talented.
I've got a wedding I've got to go to in November. My nephew's getting married.
Well, there you go. You can buy some soap.
No.
Yeah.
You're selling Tom's shit.
No. Let me tell you what. My sister-in-law is probably spending as much on the damn rehearsal party as the bride is on the damn wedding.
Yeah.
That's just the way she rolls. I told her, I said, you're not supposed to upstage the bride. She said, you just let me worry about it. And I'm like,
why can't you buy her soap? I missed that.
He's saying that she has expensive taste. So, in other words, he's going to have to dish out cash at this wedding.
Oh, no. Well,
you're going to get away with just some old soap.
Listen,
but this is beautiful soap.
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm sure it is.
Oh, my God. Hold on. I'll be right back.
I was looking for it. I don't know where it's at. I've got to find it now. I was at Goodwill, and I found a lovely silver tone our wedding picture frame, and it's got like 4 or 5 different slots for pictures. It was still in the manufacturer's packaging, so I picked it up for $1.99, and I showed it to Roberta. She says, "You're not going to give that to them for a wedding present." I said, we're going to stick cash inside the, when we wrap it. And I said, we'll put cash in an envelope, put it with the package and wrap everything together. She said, okay, just checking. I said, no, it still had the original sticker on it. It cost $24.99. When I got married the first time, we had a big old blowout for a wedding. And we got so much BS for wedding presents. Things that, like the cats eat out of a couple of crystal bonbon dishes from our wedding. But we got so much crap stuff like that we would never. We would have never.
Oh my God, Tom! I got to tell you this because you're talking about cats. So Jim has this on his phone, this screensaver or whatever you call the background, and it's this little 1950s boy, and he's got this cat, and he's like hugging it too tight, so the cat has its eyes are crossed. And Jim's like, I just love this picture. This is what I pictured Tom was like when.
We never had cats.
There's this little blonde-headed kid hugging this cat, and it looks like his eyes are gonna pop out. Anyway,
we never had kids. We never had cats until I was like 16 years old. We always had dogs.
I'm back, guys.
Well, that's good. Dogs are better.
Yeah, dogs are better.
Yeah.
You can leave cats for the weekend, and they're fine. You
never had parents.
You don't walk on your countertops, though.
I wouldn't leave any pet for a couple days. I'd feel bad.
Yeah. I could never leave my animal for a couple days.
Well, I mean, I couldn't leave him for a couple days, but he goes to he has
Yeah.
TV. They have at PetSmart, they have like a raised bed and a TV running, the whole nine
nice.
yards. He gets an ice cream treat. I spend more in his hotel than I do on mine.
Exactly.
When my mom took the first trip without, and she boarded her little Yorkie Chihuahua mixed dog, she wanted to see where they were going to be staying at, and she took him. This young guy took him back to the back and took her to the back, and she said, "They sleep in a box." And he said, "Well, you can bring, like, if they have a favorite blanket or toys, you can bring those with you too." And she said, "He's used to sleeping on a king size bed." And the boy said, "Man, we don't have any of those here." But he did. I mean, he was a spoiled dog. When they had to put him, he got blind. He couldn't hear. And then his kidneys started going out all at one time, so she had to put him. She had to put him to sleep. And
look at that picture in the Facebook chat, Tom.
Why do I smell fire? Who's having a fire? I don't know.
Oh, that's Siamese. And Siamese eyes always look like that, because if that cat was putting too much pressure on him, that little boy would look like he'd been in a knife fight. Because Siamese do not play.
Yeah, but Tom, you're the cat whisperer.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim. You can go back to what
That's a good one. You could do a movie about Tommy. Be like Robert Redford, the cat whisperer.
Yeah, he whispers to the cat and then it goes in the litter box.
I got interrupted by the dogs. Can we go back to the wedding? Why Tom can't buy him any soap for a gift?
Oh, okay, yeah, because they're super expensive people, and he thinks the soap will look cheap.
Oh, well, you could add it to your gift. I'm just trying to sell her soaps here.
Well, Tom and Tara, I was at the bins like a week ago, and I found that movie Best in Show, so I bought it to watch since you guys talked about it.
I love that movie.
Have you
I've
watched
never seen it. No, I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it.
You gotta watch it.
I am. I bought the DVD. I never buy movies. There was two movies. One movie Don Maserati and I always joke about, and I found that. Then all of a sudden I see this Best in Show. I'm like, what is this, movie day or what? Every movie that I've ever heard of.
Oh yeah, you'll like it. You'll like it. It's really good.
So I bought it. Hopefully it's not scratched or anything. I didn't even look. I just put it in my car because I'm like, oh my god, they said Best in Show. I'm like, I've never heard of it until you guys talked about it.
There's two really good lines in there. One is, "I'm not wearing underwear," and when you watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then the other good one. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, someone's got two mommies.
With the poodle people, yeah.
See what year it was out. I'm just got the.
That is, and my brother, he and his wife used to have Brittany Spaniels that they both field trialed and they drink showed. And I actually one time I said, after we watched it, because we watched it, and I said, "Have you watched Best of Show?" And he said, "No." And so they went out and bought it and watched it. And they had a good laugh off of it. And I said, are people really like that? And he just kind of like nodded real hard. He's like, yeah. And then he pointed to his wife.
I will tell you this.
It's year 2000.
Oh, yeah, it's an older one. Dog show. I can relate to it because there's a lot of people like that go to horse shows. A lot.
Check it again. That's the good one.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I'm like, oh boy, this reminds me of horse show people. They always get you as shit, unless they're the real rich ones.
But I just thought it was ironic. I'm like, I never look at movies when I go there because, it's not like something I'm into. Like I found one movie that I talk about, and then I saw that one. I'm like, oh my god,
Oh, that's
it was
awesome. I
meant to
don't
be.
even have it on DVD. I got it on VHS. I haven't even found it on DVD.
Well, once I watch
Yeah.
it, I will send you it. Okay?
All right.
What are you looking for?
Best in
Well, Maggie
Show
Girl
DVD.
said that.
I got it on VHS. I said I've never found it on DVD, but I'm a cheap ass too.
No, I got it at the bin. So hopefully it's not all scratched. Let me open that. Maybe it's not even in there. No, it's in there. Okay. No, it looks pretty good. Doesn't look scratched, so I'll know when I put it in.
That's good.
Yep. Oh yeah, that was my intention anyway, is to pass it on to Tara when I was done.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. I really like that movie.
We
Yeah,
sit
well-
there,
I've never seen it.
we
Well, you
sit
and Tom
there
talked
and
about it,
cackle about that thing.
I never heard of it until you guys talked about it on one of the shows, and I'm like, and then when I just saw, I'm like, Best in Show, this is it. It was right underneath the other one I was buying. I bought like 4 movies that day. Like I said, I never even I don't look at records or movies or that kind of stuff. But
They have a whole series of the director has made a whole series of movies, and they make their satirical of different things. Like they did
Yeah,
one
he
about
did.
the folk music.
Yeah, the folk music one.
let me just see who they're. I don't know who's the
Was he
director.
involved with the movie that was about that? Oh, what's that? Nikki's gonna know this. That public radio guy up in Minnesota that does the like Saturday night yeah, Garrison Keeler movie. Was he involved with that Garrison Keeler movie?
I don't have any idea.
Might
The
have been, I
director
don't
is Christopher Guest.
Yeah, Christopher Guest.
I
Sir,
didn't know.
Sir Christopher Guest.
Oh well, I just see.
He's
Christopher
like
Guest.
an earl or a baron or something like that. And he's married to
Oh yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that was okay.
yeah, she's Lady Jamie. Yes. Her ladyship. And Catherine, is it Catherine O'Hara? The mother from Home Alone. She's in all of she is in all of them.
Well, who is she in Best in Show? She isn't the wife, is she?
She's the mother from the Home Alone movies.
Yeah, but she's not in Best in Show, is she?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
the one that's
She's
married
the one
to the man with the 2 left feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see her.
I'm not wearing underwear.
Yeah.
She looks different for some reason.
Yeah, because
to
she's
me.
in Schitt's Creek now. That I don't know if you ever watched that.
Oh, and he's in that too.
Yeah, that. Oh my, what Lovey?
Right.
Yeah, him and he and her name's O'Hara, Catherine something Irish.
hmm
Is it O'Hara?
I think he said like O'Hara or
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, they're in that. But if you, I think it's over. No, they got new episodes. It's on Netflix. That Schitt's Creek actually is pretty funny. It's a lot like Best in Show. It's that kind of humor.
Yeah, I just looked up Best in Show on Netflix and Schitt's Creek came up. So
Hi, Anna Mora.
there must be a
Sorry,
lot
I'm
of
going
work.
to jump in here and see if there's anybody else. Hey, Maggie. Got to make sure I say Mag. Hey, Maggie, or God, I'll be hearing about that.
I'm looking though, so I'm not looking at the chat.
Well, I just happened to need to look at it. Hickory Spring.
Well, you are the host, so you have to look.
Yeah. Which I said this was a working one. I'm not going to pay too much attention to it. But I mean, I'm going to pay attention to it, but I'm not going to. Ouch! You just bit me, and I'm getting ready to thump you on the head.
Okay, we're gonna call Peter right now.
Okay,
Cat
sure,
abuse.
Valerie.
It's a cat
Yeah.
fight.
I'll tell Peter to kid bite my. Because I'm just Roberta she was the data manager for pediatric research,
Mm.
and they didn't do any animal testing or anything like that in her department, but they did like test procedures on animals down in the lower part of the building, And they had to vacate the building several times because PETA called in and said they were going to blow the building up.
Wow.
So her boss retired and she got into another industry.
It's Saturday night. Why isn't Valerie door dashing?
She is. She just went to pick up pizza.
Oh. Oh, I thought that was her pizza she was picking up.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Hickory.
Unless she met her quota at lunch, she may have taken this evening off, but.
Does anybody have any children that are into One Direction?
No. I have a T-shirt for sale, One Direction.
Is anybody into One Direction?
My daughter used to love One Direction and before when she was in high school.
I've got like 3 of these little thingy bedoodles that I don't know where the hell they came from.
Thingy madoodle, that's a good keyword. Make sure you use that.
And they're not really selling for anything.
Yeah, I think I had like some brand new One Direction Blu-rays or something that didn't make the move.
Our kids listen to Spencer Davis Group or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's our kid listening to that.
He's listening to I'm a Man. He plays it over and over. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm like, oh man. He heard it on Mad Men.
Brandon's like a little old man.
Yeah, and then he also rocks out to CeeLo Green.
Oh yeah.
The FU song, not the remarketed Forget You, but the one with the swear word song. Yeah.
He thinks it's hilarious. Oh, and
for Mommy of the Year.
oh wow, yeah, you can overheat the beer here.
I'll remove it. Well, those got to get in inventory. Oh, I got to put numbers on them. Careful, that might be important.
Greg has things down in the big metropolitan area of Alabama.
Yeah, it's been raining a lot. Last 2
Can't
days.
stop munching on this shrimp.
Things going all right though.
It rained here all day too.
Yeah.
It just started raining here, but a couple of days this week, man, it poured here.
Yeah.
It was freaking gorgeous here today.
It was nice here today too.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
We've had
like-
our windows open for like 3 or 4 days now.
What's gorgeous for you, Nikki? Like in the 30s or 40s?
No, it was like 60 degrees here today. It was just beautiful.
Was that auction indoors?
Yeah.
So what was the temperature outside?
Yeah, it was like 60 degrees.
Oh,
It was just beautiful today. I can't stop munching on this shrimp. Oh my God, I gotta stop eating it.
Shorts and capri weather for Nikki's about 35.
Yeah.
Nikki, why don't you just move to town? You're there all the time.
I know. I was wearing capris today, as a matter of fact, and a t-shirt.
Oh my God. When I was boarding horses, I had this high school girl had her boyfriend over, and it was January, and it was real cold. It was probably single digits, but you know what? The wind chill is below 0, and he's out there in shorts. I'm like, oh my God, guy, you're way tougher than I can ever be. I couldn't believe it.
When I was younger, I used to be able to run through the snow to the mailbox and back again in my bare feet.
I used to do that too. I was
I
stupid.
can't anymore.
Yeah.
You're a hell of a lot tougher than I am, Nikki.
I got really bad, and I don't know if it was frostbite, like on the sides of my leg. But I mean, it would be real bruised in the wintertime because I was outside so much, and I never would wear long underwear just 'cause I didn't like it. But I mean, it was really bad. I mean, it looked like somebody beat me up. It would be just like purple bruise looking.
It was probably a frostbite.
Yeah. No, it was fun. I enjoyed it, but I'm glad I don't have to worry about like my sing and all that stuff anymore.
No, stop.
Well, Tom, I'm gonna go watch the end of the game.
Okay.
And
See you, Beth.
if you're still back on later on, I might come back on.
All right. See you
I don't know how long you're planning on being on, but
Are they playing the Nationals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything about baseball either.
Well, I didn't know whether they were actually playing or whether they were, they had to play their people in their area, and then they,
well, the Nationals were actually beat us 2 games at home, our home. So we went to Washington, and now, yes, last night we won, so it's 2-1, and now it's 8-1 Houston. So we're going to tie up the series tonight.
And who are they playing against? I know that sounds.
Houston Astros.
Oh.
I didn't even think they existed anymore.
Oh yeah.
No, I think you're thinking of the Houston Oilers.
Yeah.
Hi, Maggie. I still want you to come on my show, Maggie, and talk about Amazon. My Amazon's not doing well this month again. Don't know why. And those 5 books never loaded, Maggie, that I was talking about the other night on my show.
We're getting in hockey mode up here. My friend of mine's kid's first game is like in a couple weeks or another week.
Oh yeah. Yeah, hockey's king up there. That town I lived in, that I used to live in, they got the runner-up prize for that Kraft Hockeyville, where they like will give you money for your rink improvements or equipment or whatever. I think they got like $10,000 or $20,000 in like rink improvements or something.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, a hockey rink in the UP won it, but they got like runner-up.
Huh.
Now, Tara, how do you like the auctions down where you are in comparison to up where you used to be?
Well, I don't have to drive so far, so that's nice. I mean, like
for stuff wise, I meant like.
I've been pretty happy with it. I mean, I'm in an older area. I mean, for what I sell, like primitives and antiques, there's a lot more of that stuff. You can get a lot stiffer bidding on it, but I mean, I'm still bringing home enough stuff for me to be able to sell.
Well, you're probably getting a lot of old soul stuff down there, huh?
Well, it is amazing when you go to auctions, you see a lot of the same stuff. It doesn't matter where you are in the US. It's like, oh yeah, I've seen that, sold that, seen this. But Jim got a hardcover book that's from 1722, which I thought was really cool. It's not worth it very much, but it's
cool to have it though.
I mean, have something that old before the Revolutionary War. I mean, I don't know. I thought that was really cool.
You're starting to fit in the auction crowd when you start getting that look, like the face people get on when their ex walks in, like a public event or something like that. They see their ex walk in, they get that look on their face. That's what the other people are getting like when we walk into auctions now. So we're getting known, They're all happy to see us.
Yeah, I bet.
Did you
Like
find
a corpse or a hemorrhoid.
Like up there by like where we used to live, like this time of year, the auctions would be rolling down. I mean, you wouldn't have as many on-site auctions. The auction house I was going to up there was like an hour and a half away from me. I mean, I had to drive a little bit more. And here, I mean, I can do like 30-mile search around where I live, my zip code, and I can like choose from like 6 to 8 auctions every weekend. Nice. Plus, we have like auction house auctions too. So I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, so far.
Now, does your son go with you when you go to these auctions?
Sometimes, not always.
I'm surprised that he doesn't get bored,
Yeah, sometimes it depends if it's enough stuff to interest him, but like if I go to a night one, like an auction house one, he's been just like, I'm just gonna stay home. And then he just calls us if he wonders where we are or something like that.
Are y'all eating?
Are you not still selling?
He's still working on his Shopko stuff, but he hasn't.
Oh.
So.
How are you doing with your Shopko stuff?
I don't know. I think mine's all listed. I don't have any not listed. I mean, it's still like I sold some makeup today. I mean, I had all like that foundation and stuff from Shopko. I mean, it pops off, you know. When I did the Shopko up in like Eagle River and that, I bought the foundations, but you had a lot of like the dark tone foundations just didn't get sold up there because, well, there's just not that many very dark skinned people up there. So I just grabbed all that stuff and then I listed it on eBay.
I got all my Shopko listed stuff except for the clothing.
I didn't get a lot of clothing. I bought a little bit of the 4X and 5X swim trunks.
Yeah.
I did the breast pumps at the last Shopko. I made a killing on those.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. We got like vitamins. Those always pop off. Stuff like that. Like, you know, health and beauty stuff or whatever. And then some makeup. The diabetic. They didn't
have a lot of that stuff. I got a few breast pumps, but they didn't have a lot of like.
Yeah.
Well,
the diabetic
I
sock.
never went to like fill your cart for $20 either. You know. But it did go to like 97.5%.
Yeah, and Rylander did the fill your cart, and what Wapaka did. Eagle River, the city I lived in, did not do it.
Yeah, we went down to 97.5%, but I didn't. My daughter told me that the makeup probably wouldn't sell. It wasn't that good of makeup, so I don't. That was left, so I don't know. But
I don't know. I mean, it was so cheap. I mean, I've been selling it. I mean, some of it I'll put in a lot, like two together, and I usually it's selling from anywhere from $9 to $12, depending what it is.
But I had already had 2 cartloads full of good stuff, so I was like, you know what? I don't need to do the makeup too, so I just left it behind.
Oh, yeah, I did it just because. Well, I'm here. Eagle River never did I waited around. I thought Eagle River would, and they didn't. And the guy. The people that ran the liquidation, they came up to me and they offered me if I would clear out the rest of the store, they were going to sell it to me for like 99% off or whatever it was, or 99-point-something% off.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of clothes, and it's right when I'm wrapping up or I got to be out of there. I'm like, I just can't deal with all this clothing right now.
Yeah.
The swim trunks weren't selling that great. They were kind of slow moving. But then it would have been like 1,000 pair of swim trunks. I mean, and I'm moving at this time, and then clearing out the Shopko too. I mean, that was too much for me. I'm up for a challenge.
I think I might throw mine on Poshmark.
Good evening, down the rabbit hole travel. Good evening, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
That Resell Rabbit, he's up there in Green Bay. He did some videos on, I think he actually did like Shopko buyout from at the end.
Yeah,
he bought out what was left.
Yeah.
Damn it. Glenn or Maggie, there's the link when you want to come in.
If more than one wants to come in, I can leave too.
I'm going to be leaving anyway because it's after 11 here and I can't list anything because all my pictures are on the phone.
Uh-oh.
So they can come in and.
But girl, you have children. You have a couple of children, don't you?
No, I never had any kids.
Okay, I thought you had children.
Her dog is a child.
Yeah, I had three boys. They were furry.
Okay.
They were all Goldens.
You have stepkids, though, don't you?
Oh, I'm thinking
I have a stepdaughter and 2 grandkids.
Okay.
Girls, yeah. But never on my own. Yep. So no, I have no responsibility except for the furry monster that's sleeping on the couch.
And that's usually more than the children are.
Oh my God.
It was so funny today. This lady came with this dog, right? This golden retriever. And her name is Murphy. And well, she was wearing a pair of pearls today. She was so cute. Well, it wasn't real pearls, but anyways, I went outside the auction and I see her and I was like, is this Murphy? Well, in August we had our steam show. Murphy was up at the steam show. I didn't recognize the human, but I recognized Murphy.
That's lovely.
And she goes, you know Murphy? And I was like, yeah, weren't you guys at the steam show? And she goes, yeah, up in Esco. I said, yeah. She goes, that's so funny. She goes, I'm the same way with fur babies. She goes, I recognize them before I recognize the owners. I'm sorry. Did Carol leave already?
I don't know. I was typing.
Yeah, Carol, she had something she had to go do.
Yeah.
Oh, bye, Carol.
But there was some really pretty stuff up there at that auction you were at today.
Yeah.
I mean, really good stuff.
Stuff was just phenomenal. I mean, you never see that stuff in that condition, you know. If you get the opportunity to find stuff like that, you never ever find it in such good condition.
So what was the guy, just like an older man that passed away, like an advanced collector guy?
No, he's 78 and he has a hobby store up here. And this was his lifelong collection. He has a hobby store for years and years and years and years. The guy's a great guy. Anyways, like models and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's just selling off his lifelong collection because he sold his stories. Eventually all the models and the store inventory, I think, is going also. That may be in part 2. I don't remember. But anyways, there's going to be some more of this stuff in part 2. And then I think it's going to be the store inventory, but I'm not quite sure. And that's going to be in probably about a month.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, he's just retiring. He's 78 and ready to retire, and he ended up just selling all of his stuff off.
You know, I was looking at all that maritime stuff that they had, all the engine room telegraphs and whatnot, and I in my mind I could picture like a walnut or dark pine paneled room.
Yeah.
With that kind of stuff sitting around in the room. You know, of course, it had furniture in it, and that picture of Uncle Sean from Tara's house hanging on the wall.
There you go.
You should honestly, Tom, if you wanted to go in the summer, but actually Duluth is a really cool place to go see, and we went and did it. They have a maritime museum up there. That's really neat. It has a lot of maritime antiques. You can go to the train museum. Actually, it's pretty. There's some cool stuff to see up there, and you can go see Nikki.
They now Lake Superior is where the Edmund Fitzgerald went down, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but more towards the other side of UP.
Because I was listening to that song today. They were playing it on the radio.
Yeah.
That time of year.
More towards Michigan.
Yeah, wasn't it like before you go through before Sault Ste. Marie, but like over there in eastern UP of Michigan?
Yeah. There's a lot of shipwrecks in Lake Superior.
Yeah.
They say that Lake Superior never gives up her dead either.
Yeah, that's what
I
the
did the
thing says.
Munising glass bottom boat thing, and they take you over to old like shipwrecks, but one of them was like scuttled there and then sunk there on purpose and stuff because it was like half sunk or whatever. And they were wooden ones, and you can do it up by Bayfield too. And I never did the one at Bayfield; I only did the island thing.
When I was young, I scuba dived a lot. When I was young and I scuba dive a lot, we would go down to Florida and dive on the wrecks that they had scuttled for reefs, to create reefs plus for, sport divers. But the water was warm. I have a friend that has scuba dived in Lake Superior, and he's like, you better have a dry suit and damn thermals on when you go.
Yeah. You can go into hypothermia in the summertime in Lake Superior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lake Superior only changes like 20 degrees between summer and winter.
I was watching a video. I was watching a video of some people that were cruising on the Queen Mary 2, and depending on the time of the year, their course they go over the area where the Titanic sank. And
really?
Yeah, they come to a complete stop, and then they have 10 minutes of silence, and then they blow the horns and move on. I thought that was pretty cool. And the guy said that, even before you get to that area, when you're just out in the Atlantic at night, he said it's like spooky as hell just to think about being in a lifeboat out there in all that blackness.
My Commonwealth sticker and Tommy Travels. Down the rabbit hole. Hi.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens to me. Something will pop up on travel related will pop up on my YouTube feed, and the next minute I am, surfing in off of some crazy little island down in the South Pacific that it takes 5 days to get there, and you have to stay on the boat because there's nothing on the ship nothing on the island to eat or drink.
Yeah, Lake Superior is a pretty interesting lake. It's pretty neat. You don't realize how cool it is when you live up here, but
well, it's like I once again when I was young and I did a lot of scuba diving. We scuba dived in the Cooper River. Coming out of Charleston, and you'd find artifacts, like the balls from rifles,
that
kind of stuff. And it was just real interesting to learn about the history of certain parts of the Cooper River where there used to be a plantation home there, and they'd load cotton and send it down into Charleston and whatnot.
You weren't one of those guys that found the Hunley, were you, Tom?
No, but I had a book. I was researching it when they found it.
Is that set up in Charleston now, where it's like exhibit where you can go see it?
It's limited exhibits. It's in Charleston, but they're still preserving it.
Oh, they're still preserving it.
Still trying to get it stabilized. But you can go see it. I think you have to schedule appointments, but you can go and see it.
That I would actually like to go see.
Oh.
There's Lord. If you go to Charleston, you can. There is lots of stuff to do and see down there if you're into history. I mean, you can park and walk through the cemetery, spend several days just walking through the big cemeteries down there, looking at headstones. You know
Yeah.
how ornate they are and what they say on them and whatnot.
Yeah, I did that at St. Augustine. They have a really, really cool, very old cemetery there. You can't really walk inside of it, but it's like got a cast iron fence around it. You can
Right.
see over the fence, but it is really neat.
But I'm sure they're up even in like around Duluth and the bigger cities around there. I'm sure they have as interesting cemeteries and things.
Not really, because like northern well, I don't know about Duluth, but like northern Wisconsin, all that stuff was like settled like late 1880s, 1890s. I mean, it's quite a bit younger than like parts of the South.
Apparently, there is a game, or maybe it's just like a program that a university has created, and it's about if the 50 states started, the U.S. 50 states started colonizing the world, who would take over what? Wisconsin and the Confederate States of America, which is what they when Arkansas took over all the Southeast. That's what they named their area. But Wisconsin went from like Wisconsin and absorbed all of like California. All of that was part of Wisconsin, and then they had a big chunk of the Pacific Basin that they had colonized.
Oh yeah,
it was real interesting how they
scary. Eventually, the Wisconsin people are going to take everything over.
That's right. It's gonna be those Southerners and the Wisconsin people, don't you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn. That's like Charleston. They have so many old cemeteries where all the graves are above ground. I guess it would have been in the mid 70s. The coastal area of South Carolina was just flooded. I mean, it just rained and rained and rained, and all the a lot of caskets popped out of the ground.
Wow.
So they think they've got everything in the right place, but there's possibility that you have to exhume your grandfather and it not be your grandfather just because they popped out of the ground and floated. So apparently now they stamp not the caskets, the sarcophagi that they put them in. What do they call them?
Yeah, the vault.
The vaults. The vaults are all supposed to have numbers on them now, and so they put they can log that number in for cemetery records.
Huh. They get out of that vault because, like, when they put the casket in the ground, it's got to be in that vault.
Yeah.
But are yours above ground, like, or do they put them in the ground?
The above ground ones nowadays, I don't know what they do. I don't think they do now. When we were in New Orleans, they showed us an above ground crypt that was still being used, and they said that they just wrap the bodies, and then after so much time, or if somebody else needs to be put in the vault too, then they push all the remains to the back of the vault, and it falls
really?
down below.
Huh.
Now that's what the person was telling us that was on the tour. I can't say that's the truth or not. Glenn probably knows more about that or than I do. But those cemeteries those cemeteries in New Orleans are creepy as hell. And you're like, well, Thomas Cemetery is supposed to be creepy. No. It is the engravings on some of the carvings on some of the mausoleums and stuff like that are really. There was one of them that I swear you think that the woman that on the carving was going to open her eyes at any time. I mean, it was
some Interview with the Vampire. Have you ever seen the movie? You know, the statue moves, but it doesn't move.
Yeah. Yeah. Ever since I saw the episode of Doctor Who called Blink, I catch myself looking over my shoulders when I'm around, like in cemeteries, the statuary. The episode it's called The Weeping Angels, which are a alien life form. And when you're looking at them, they're in a solid state. But when you if you don't look at them, or if nobody's looking at them, then they move.
Oh boy.
So, well, I've got 10 things listed.
Oh,
that's good.
I even got Jim's even listing today. I even got him listing.
Have you found anything like boat motors or any of that kind of stuff like you used to find down in?
Didn't you watch my last video?
Didn't know you put one up.
Yeah, didn't you watch me with and it's probably one of your favorite engines. It's the Mercury Tower of Power.
Okay, I'll check it out because I've gone in like Craig. I was unsubscribed to Craig. I was unsubscribed to Donatella. And I was also unsubscribed to Kimmy.
Yeah, I had that too. One day I went and I was unsubscribed to Chick Picker, and Dusty was doing a live stream, and then I saw I was unsubscribed to him. I'm like, well, that's weird.
That's what happens when you don't watch people's videos.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I don't know.
That's been a big problem with a lot of people. Well, Jim and Tara were, they didn't really do a whole lot for months because they were, involved in this whole moving thing. That could be a case where people got unsubscribed.
Yeah, but why would it unsubscribe me from other people?
It's eBay glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's the eBay glitch on YouTube?
Yeah. It depends on what color your door is on eBay.
Damn, that eBay affects everything.
Yep.
Maggie said that the cemetery tour was her favorite in New Orleans. But she said they are creepy. There is a movie. It's called Stay Alive, and not the movie with John Travolta dancing. This is it's set in New Orleans. It's these people start playing this computer game, and the computer game is hexed or demonized. Anyway, the ghost that's in the game actually comes out and attacks you, and blah 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 blah. But they do some video of the cemetery of a cemetery down there, and it is really creepy.
Just leave him out if he's being there. Is he on the porch?
Oh, they're on the porch.
Oh.
Maggie, are you situated for the winter time now? Oh God, Scott Zilke. He posted this thing. If you're experiencing joint pain, you're probably holding the lid in. Has it been a year since Nick? Since Valerie was with Sally.
Since Valerie was with Sally. Oh yeah, I saw that came up on Facebook. Yeah, it was a year ago.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get this lesson. Oh, I'm supposed to be the lady tomorrow about my pink Christmas tree.
Oh, you're getting that thing sold, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it is that time of year.
My pink Christmas tree.
Pink trees need love too.
Do what?
Said pink trees need love too.
I just can't imagine having a bright pink Christmas tree.
I can't
Well, I
imagine.
think if you're going to do a theme tree, like if you're like one of these houses that have multiple Christmas trees, you could do something cool with it.
Yeah.
I want to put up 2 Christmas trees this year if I can get it done.
Well, Lowe's down here has already got their Christmas trees up, and so does Walmart.
Yeah, I see that here too.
It is raining outside. Well, okay, hit another anyway. I'm glad you got everything set up, Maggie. No, you're planning to stay at this location for a few years, right? You're not, or do you do this every year? You move out and then move into a new place in the fall.
Excuse me, sorry.
Good night, Glenn.
Night, Glenn.
See you, Glenn.
How's eBay been, Tom? Have you been working at it?
Honestly, I've only listed a few things and I've only sold a few things.
They're always directly related.
I have been running everybody around. Roberta, I've been driving Roberta to work and from work and taking her to doctor's appointments because she's been having these dizzy spells and I've just been on the road, stay on the road, and that's the reason I wanted to start tonight, doing some listing, and I wanted to get. That's what I plan on doing tomorrow. If it rains all day, that's fine.
Are you in the kitchen?
No, I'm out in the sunroom.
Oh, I'm talking to Jim. Hey, will you let that dog in? He's scratching at the window over here. I see you. He's going. He's coming. Go around to the front. Just go around. He's going to do it. He's doing it. Go.
Maggie, you need to buy one of them places down there, whatever that something Oaks down in Disney.
Just call him. No, he's not. He's still here scratching. Oh, no, he's coming.
What do you call it? What do you call it? Like when you have a book with pages and a book with pages.
I call it a book.
And the pages start turning colors.
Colored pages.
I
don't know.
That's not called foxing, is it? Or is that for something else?
I don't know.
Ask Alexis.
We disconnected her because she's spying on us.
Okay. Well, here, let me finish this listing and I'll type it in.
Oh, that's right. Don't worry about it.
Google it. Or it's foxing for something else.
Yeah, I guess I can Google it instead of asking y'all. Research it, people. Research it.
Research it. You turn it into Todd, when he asks questions and it has you go look it up for him.
Did you see the picture of him with the white?
Yeah, that's a good one.
It actually looked good. I mean, the hair looked good. It blended with his beard really well.
Yeah, it was the same color.
Foxing is used to denote the reddish or tannish spots or speckles or blotches that discolors the paper of some older books.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
Tanning refers to the uniform yellowing or browning of high acid content pages. So I put tanning. Somebody's sending me a message saying,
Well, how old of a
"What
book
does
is
that
it?
mean?" Do I?
How old of a book is it?
1968.
No.
It's a
Yeah, I
band
guess.
book. It's a
Yeah.
band section
I think
book.
they use foxing for more like for antique books.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God, Tom. This auction house I went to last night, they haven't auctioned it off. It's there. I don't know if they're going to sell it or if it's just there. They got one of those antique mirrors. Like, you know, like the kind like you see in a southern plantation, but they're like 8 foot high from top to bottom. You know,
Yeah.
they're like really big. And they have like that gold, plaster frame around them that's real heavily ornate and stuff
Right.
like that. They got one of those there. It is so cool looking. If I had a ceiling high enough, man, I'd really kind of want it.
That's the one. That's the kind that I'd be scared that I'd look into and somebody'd look back out at me.
It's probably, honestly, I said 8 foot, but I mean, it could even be like 9 or 10 foot. I mean, it's a really tall mirror. It is really cool looking, though.
Yeah, I know this guy. He and his wife, when they built their house, they're downstairs, which is where the master bedroom's at, had 14-foot ceilings because they have a Victorian bed, and the headboard is like 12 feet tall.
Oh wow!
It took like 5 people to bring that take the headboard into the house.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't have a bedroom, but in the bedroom upstairs, the ceiling's actually a little bit lower. I think they call it like a story and a half here.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like an old farmhouse.
Baby, you're on my keyboard. You're making all kinds of crap hand up. You're really going to have to hang Uncle Shane up on the wall there.
I know he's still out in that. He's still in storage. I don't know where to put it. It's so big. I mean, it is big, and I don't know where I want to put it.
Where was that box at?
Quit it now. Get out there.
Glenn, have you finished up with baseball for the year?
Glenn who?
I mean, not Glenn. Craig. I'm sorry.
No, they play on Monday night and they're done for the fall. Then we start basketball on Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. I wish I had a banjo. I'd learn how to pick it. This book will tell you how to.
You'd be good at picking a banjo.
I got it. I had enough problems trying to remember the how to use the 3 keys on a trumpet in high school. More or less, 5 banjo strings and 300 finger positions on it.
We'll go to an auction here and you see a lot of like fiddles and banjos and stuff. And Jim's like, it is amazing because you'll at an auction, you'll have 20 people pick that instrument up and just can like play a tune on it. If you watch it, they'll pick it up, they'll play a little tune and put it down. I mean, but I didn't really see that up north in Wisconsin. Very few people you can see that would pick it up and be able to play the instrument.
And they don't look like they went to like Juilliard or anything either.
Oh yeah, they're just good old boys. They'll have like overalls on and stuff.
I thought Jim had gone to bed.
Jim is listing for me. I'm listing. Jim's listing. I bought a box full of reloading stuff at this auction Thursday night. So I had him go through it and figure out what it was. And I'm like, why don't you just list it for me? Because you know more about that stuff than I do.
I don't know where my watch was.
A box full of reloading stuff. That's a box full of money.
Oh yeah, I paid $13 for it. I don't know how many dies it has in them, but I think when Jim was researching it, the dies were like $30 a piece.
Yeah.
So there was like over $350 worth of dies. Plus I got a lineman bullet mold and then some other stuff in there too. Yeah, so I bought it for $13. Honestly, I couldn't believe I got it that cheap.
Yeah, I usually can't touch reloading stuff at my auctions.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
Yeah.
Sometimes some stuff will slip through the cracks, and yeah, I make money on it no matter what it is, and it's just awesome. But yeah, it's very rare that I can get some because
too many gun people up north, or too many hunters where they do a lot of reloading and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I bid it. They're kind of cheap at this auction, or they don't bid very high. I mean, it don't take much to outbid them on stuff, it seems.
Yeah.
I bought that last night. I bought a rifle, and it's a Remington 22 single shot. It had the stock is taped up, it's cracked or something like that, but it's a function gun. Brandon was shooting it today. I bought it for $25. I'll say up there, up north, you never find a 22 rifle go that cheap.
We already shot it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Brent already shot it.
Why are they that big of hunters up there, or?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know why. I don't know why. If you were at an auction, and here's my like tip of the day, and there's a cheap gun, a bolt and a gun is worth at least $50 on eBay. If you pull the bolt out, the whole gun is junk, whatever. But the bolt is always worth 50, 60, $70, depending what gun it goes to.
50 to 200.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But a bolt is a minimum, even a 22 bolt, a common 22 bolt off of a very common gun is worth $50.
So they can make illegal guns out of them?
Well, no, but if you had like this 22 and for whatever reason the bolt got separated from the gun and you don't have a bolt for it, yeah,
Right.
I mean, they'll buy it to make their gun complete.
Yeah, I don't think there's many people making illegal
Illegal 22.
single shot 22
Yeah.
street sweepers.
Yeah, I'm going on my crime spree with my single shot 22.
You'll give a good, well, I shouldn't say you'll give a person who doesn't feel the need to kill any weapon, and they just ain't gonna kill anybody. You give some animal a rock or a spear, and they'll kill a crowd. You know, it's just it's a human mind that commits murder. It's not it's whatever they do. It doesn't matter. I mean, whatever they use to commit the crime, it's not really material.
No, I'll say I went to, oh, Tom's gone anyway. I went to a different auction and I'm sitting there and they had like hardware store double barrel shotguns selling for like $800. And I'm like, what in the heck, Jim? We got about 8 of these should be hauling on auction then if they go that high. Yes. And so I wonder if it wasn't the family members there out of sentimentality, but buying these guns and paying too much.
And Grandpa's looking down saying, "You're an idiot."
Yeah.
My younger brother has my dad's, well, it was my grandfather's shotgun. And it had sat above the door in one of my grandmother's rooms for as long as I can remember until she passed away. Then my dad got it. And my brother got it out of the gun case because he was going to take it and shoot it. And he took it to a friend of his who's a gunsmith and to see what he thought about it. And he said, well, first of all, we need to do some work on this thing before you try firing it.
Quit it.
Because he said, you know, like Terry said that he did this one, he pulled out this one piece and it just basically fell out of the gun. And he said, it's supposed to be a little tighter than that.
Huh.
So he had it, so the guy basically rebuilt the firing mechanism on it and cleaned out the bore on the barrel and reblued the barrel and all that kind of mess. But my brother said he fired it one time and he probably will never fire it again because he said it just about kicked him to the ground.
Is it like an antique gun?
Yeah, oh yeah. My grandfather died in 62 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he had it all his life. So I guess early 1900s.
Mm-hmm. I got about 3 Civil War era rifles, and then I got like an Indian Wars Springfield trapdoor, but we don't try shooting them. They're just for
Right.
having.
I'm in here.
I'm not really into guns.
No, well, I married somebody that's really into guns.
He'll be able to feed you if the economy goes down.
Well, it's a good investment, honestly. You never really see a gun lose its value. I mean, like, I guess unless it was destroyed, but I mean, I look at like if I kept these guns and they're up in value, and when I die, my son will inherit them. But I mean, can you imagine like a Civil War era gun? By the time like my son would be like 40, it would be like owning a gun from the Revolutionary War, or
Right.
it's just getting so far away. I mean, it would be like owning a very old gun. So it's just kind of cool.
Brad, come here, please. No, no.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll talk to you guys
All
later.
right.
Have you gone to the house yet, or are you still at Amanda's and Brandy's?
Well, I'm heading home to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Me and Gary. So she finally came back with our truck. So all right, goodbye, everybody.
All right, have a good
Have a
night,
good
Nikki.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Don't forget, is Valerie having a listing challenge
No,
tomorrow?
isn't she not having one tomorrow?
Oh,
Did I hear that during the week? I don't want to misspeak, but for some reason
I
I
don't
thought I
know.
heard that. Oh,
I don't know. Well, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I won't.
there you go.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good night. Thanks, Tom.
Good night, Nikki. Thanks for coming on.
All right, guys, I got to run too. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Greg.
I'll tell her.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Oh yeah, it's already midnight.
And 17 people are still in there.
When do you leave for Vegas?
I'm not going.
Oh, you're not going?
No. My mother-in-law's gonna go with her.
Oh. You know, they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah. I do think I'm gonna try and go to eBay Open next year.
Oh, are you thinking about it?
Uh-huh.
That's probably worth going to once.
Hey, Cindy.
I'm so cheap though. I always think, well, I could find something funner to do.
It's a business expense.
Well, I know, but I could go do something else that I could go to an auction and spend just as much money.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think I could get Jim to go to it, honestly.
Cindy said she found the video I was looking for. What video was that, Cindy? I don't remember. Oh, Nikki Soup video.
Oh, the hot dog soup video?
Do you know which episode that's in? I mean,
No.
well, I'm sure if you found it, you do. Because I would like to pull that down and loop that sucker about 15 times. That was way before I started. It's number 52. Okay, thank you. That was way before I ever started doing videos or being on videos.
Were you in the chat on those beginning morning shows or no?
Yeah.
Because you were in Alabama Pickers chats. I remember seeing you over there.
Yeah, I would watch them. Yeah, like when she found the frozen fish.
Oh yeah.
You wonder what happened to that fish?
Yeah, that smoked fish.
That's when she had the van.
Yeah. I remember when she had a problem where the lock broke on the van door, you know, like that sliding van door, and it slid open when she was on the road. Because like Dusty was teasing her that there was a line of like auction boxes down the road. Anyway.
How you liking your you still liking your expedition?
Yeah, I mean, it gets me from point A to point B. I mean, I like it. Only thing I would say, because it was up in Wisconsin, it's got like Wisconsin rust down along the bottom of it.
Right.
I don't know if I'll keep it for forever. I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee that wasn't really driven in road salt. That's got like, I don't know, 50,000 miles on it. It's still up north because Jim's got fix a wheel bearing on it. So I think he's going to bring it down on a trailer. And actually, when that comes down here and gets that fixed, I might just sell the Expedition and drive the Jeep Cherokee around.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You're going to sell the van, though, aren't you?
The van's gone.
Oh, have you already sold the van?
Yeah, I sold it up north.
But you had two of them, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, the other one's going to junkyard.
The
other one was pretty rusty, and then Jim took some parts off of it. So, yeah, it's just going to go to scrap.
Yeah, the old videos before everybody got to be so serious about YouTube and reselling. They're funny, Cindy. Which Valerie's channel, the people on Valerie's channel are not so not as serious as the rest of them are. Even though a lot of Valerie's panelists outsell the rest of them. Yeah, a lot of good people. Yeah, Target's got to get back into the swing of things now.
Yeah.
And Jim. Jim's like probably sitting there going, "What about me? I'm part of this operation too."
Well, he does 90% of the shipping, and I do 90% of the listing.
Well, you've decided to keep the business in the house for the time being, didn't you? Not move out to the little building?
No, because I got a bunch of prints upstairs in the little building and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I have to like organize stuff and that, and then we got talking, and then we're like, well, Jim's like, because that's it's a 2-story, it's upstairs and downstairs. He's like, well, why don't we maybe build something different for eBay so it's 1 story, and then we could set up the pinball machines in that downstairs there, And then like in the upstairs we could put like a little bedroom because there's heat and air conditioning in that building.
Right.
And then like let's say, you know, like his kid came to visit, we could say, okay, here you can have the little, you know, cabin building and stay out there then.
Yeah, and if when Brendan gets going with some buds around there, they could have a sleepover out there.
Yeah. So I don't know, but we, like I said, I mean, I haven't finished painting the walls like in the living room and that, so I still have a lot of prints upstairs. There's some inventory that I listed that I put upstairs for now and stuff like that. No, it's small steps. We want to build something, but I don't want to spend the money right now.
What you want to build?
I want to build like a building to put this eBay stuff in.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you just build a wing onto the house?
Well, eventually I do want to add on to the house, but because I want to like make some money first and maybe sell that other piece of property up in Wisconsin. Oh my God, I didn't tell you the hunting land story, did I?
Nuh-uh.
Okay, so this guy calls me. He went out there to look at it or whatever. I would call you and ask you some questions and tell you some stuff. I'm like, oh boy. So he went out there and there was either a bad windstorm or a tornado. It knocked out a whole bunch of trees. It took that camper that Jim used to use with brother to spend the night at the hunting land, and it's upside down on its roof. So he's like, I'll offer you this, you know, I'll just buy it the way it is. And we were too far apart on price. Anyway, so I just delisted it. I'm like, well, I can't do anything right now. We'll just have to deal with it next spring anyway, because how can I have like pictures showing this camper and stuff when right now the camper is literally, the guy took pictures of him, it's upside down right on top of its roof.
Is there can you cut the timber off of it, or is there not enough timber to cut off of it?
No, there's really not enough timber to cut. And then if you start doing that, then you're going to decrease its value for the hunting piece. And
Oh, that's right.
yeah, it's just not quite enough there to make it worth your while.
Yes, Cindy, those Oreo cookie houses are going like in the 39. I don't know, 39. Well, some of them are 39. But
what's the Oreo cookie house?
They're Oreo gingerbread houses for Christmas.
Oh, really?
$29. They're going in the high 20s. Yeah, I just saw a couple of the mini ones. Well, here's one for $19.95 with free shipping. That is weird.
Are they only at Big Lots or are they at Walmart? Something I didn't even know about them.
Well, I will check that out tomorrow because I've got like 8 Big Lots in this city. Foxy, honey, I love you more than anything, but you really are irritating me. Thank you for that little tidbit, Cindy. Have you sold any, Cindy?
Yeah, the cheapest buy it now is like $30 on them.
Yeah.
Some people are running them at auction and they got them cheaper, but
Yeah. The auction ones were real cheap.
yeah.
So I won for like $9.99 with free shipping.
Yeah, but the sponsored one had it only has one left. It's been selling them for $30 plus $10 shipping.
Well, Tara, I think I'm going to close it down.
Yeah, it's after midnight, Tom.
I'm ready to go to sleep. I've got to get up early in the morning.
Yeah.
So thank you all, everybody, for coming in that's still in here. Says there's still 19 people watching in there.
Faithful. Oh, they're on West Coast time.
Yes, thank y'all for coming in. I got a lot done tonight. Would not have gotten done. I know I wouldn't. I would have got sidetracked. So we're probably going to need to do this more often. So anyway, y'all have a great night. Thank you very much for coming in and watching and talking and whatnot. Maggie, you have a good night. I know you're tired. Hey, Texas Val. I didn't even know you were in here. I'm sorry if I missed you. I'm glad you had something to listen to while you were working. So good night, everybody.
Night.
Try that again. I've got to get it out. My God.
Well, you ended it. It's off, hey?
Is it ended?
It looks like it because it started your stream back to the beginning.